ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to Winner of Commerce UGC NET and KSET 2025. So those who are preparing for these exams, this video is very useful. Please watching this video continue. So this is unit number 1, teaching aptitude. Please watching this video continue. Let us now discuss very important topic. What are the approaches of teaching? First one is autocratic approach. Second one is democratic approach. Third one laissez-faire approach, participative approach, dynamic and static approach. So these are the approaches of comes under the teaching. First one, autocratic approach. Autocratic approach is nothing but teacher center method. This is a teacher center method. Has a teacher completely control over the class and teach in one way manner. So as a teacher to control the class, as a teacher in ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ control ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So as a teacher completely control over the class and teach only subject. So there is no interaction between the teacher and student. Only teacher has to provide that information. Teacher only to provide that information. Student is to get that entry information or to gaining the information. That is enough. It means as a teacher rule in autocratic approach, as a teacher completely control over the class and it is one way communication, not getting the feedback, not getting the student interaction. That is called as autocratic approach. For example, a teacher, lecturer and student passively take notes without interaction or discussion. So as a teacher only to teach the subject, as a student to get the or to take the notes without interaction, without discussion, passively to take the notes and to get the information. That is called as autocratic approach. And next one is democratic approach. Democratic approach is nothing but student center method. It means this is a student approach ಅಂತನೂ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Because has a lecturer has a it means as a teacher to encourage them, that is them is means student. So this is a student center method to encourage actively student participate learning through the discussion, debates and group activities. So as a teacher to provide that some facilities to encourage them actively participate in learning through the discussion, debates and group activities, to provide that as a teacher this type of facilities. So teacher ಆದವರು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ, that is to participate, actively participate in various activities, discussion, debate competition, group activities. So this is called as demonstrative or democrative approach ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು this is called as student center method. For example, a group discussion where student their opinion learn from each other. So for example, we have conducted the social issues or social related some ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವರಿಂದ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ಅವರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ topic. So that is called as group discussion where the students share their opinions and learn from each other. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೇಜಿ ಫೇರ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಲೇಜಿ ಫೇರ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಆಟೋನಮಿ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಓನ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೋಕ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡೋದು. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಲರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೊಡೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಲೇಜಿ ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವೇರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಚೂಸ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ teacher interference. So teacher involvement illala as a student to collect or to select the project work without intimate the teacher. So that is called as laissez faire approach. It is completely freedom for the student. So student have not in between not taking the permission to get the to start the project work, that is called as own decisions will be there. So as a learner independently learning, so this is called as lazy fair approach anta kariteve. Next one is participative approach. Participative approach is nothing but collaborative learning. Collaborative learning, both teacher and students are actively participating in the learning process. Learning process ಒಳಗ as a teacher and as a student both are involved to actively participate to start the or this is ಕಲಿಕಾ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಒಳಗ ಇಬ್ರು ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟೀಚರ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟಿವ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. For example, free, as it means pre-teaching, where the student opinions, that is to student opinions concept each and other teacher has supervisor. So you have give the some topic, all the student you group based on the group you assign the work, explain the concept to each other under the teacher supervision. ಟೀಚರ್ನ ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಈಚ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟಿವ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಸೊ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟಿವ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕೊಲಾಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಬೋತ್ teacher as well as student. So where the student explain the concept to each other under the student supervision, under the ಟೀಚರ್ನ ಗೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟೀಚರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅವರು to discussing about in detail each topic. So that is called as participative approach. Next one is dynamic approach. Dynamic approach, this is basically teaching is a dynamic in nature to adapt the changes. So dynamic approach is to adapt the changes. This approach is flexible and to adapt the new teaching technologies and methods ಟು ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ COVID-19, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ COVID-19, what are the changes will be there. So you have comparison between offline and online education. So this is adapting to changes. This is also comes under the dynamic in nature. So this approach is flexible and to adapting the new teaching technologies, new teaching methods, new teaching techniques to engage the student by using smartphones, online learning platform like apps to engage the student in learning. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೋನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ್ಯಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ದ learning process. So these are the comes under the dynamic approach. Next one is static approach. Static approach is nothing but traditional approach. So this is called as rote memorized and release on conventional teaching methods. ಏನು ಒಂದು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಗುರುಕುಲ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that is called as comes under the static approach with the less focusing on the technology and modern tools and technique. ಇದು less focusing on technology as well as modern tools, that is called as static approach. For example, a lecturer heavy classroom used where the students are expected to memorize notes without much interaction. So as a teacher ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟು ಮೆಮೊರೈಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಅವರು ಮೆಮೊರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬಹ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಮೆಮೊರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಹ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕಸ್ ಓರಲ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. Static approach is less focusing on the modern technology, less focusing on the modern tools and techniques comes under the teaching field. So this is called as only for lecturing the heavy classrooms where student expected to the memorize notes without much interaction, that is called as static approach. Static approach is nothing but conventional teaching or conventional teaching methods. So there are various approaches of teachings are there. One is autocratic approach, demonstrative approach, that is called as democratic approach, laissez-faire approach, participative approach, dynamic approach and static approach. So these are the approaches comes under the teaching. So if any queries this video, please comment box Next video I solve that your problem. So thank you so much watching this video.